So out here, you'll notice their gazebo that's there and the tables that are set up. So we do what's called an alpaca picnic. And we pack a full picnic lunch full of Ontario products and drinks and snacks and our ice cream for dessert. And then we teach people how to interact with the alpacas. It's a 16 plus experience. Bless you. And then they get to eat with the alpacas, they get to hand feed them, they get to just spend some time and just enjoy their presence. We also do alpaca walks, and some of these boys will do walks, and we go all through our 85-acre farm, taking them for a good walk and getting them out in nature.
Okay, so they're very popular, right?
Yes.
People like them.
Yeah, and usually they're used for fiber. So we get to shear them each year. So in May they get sheared, and then all of their wool goes to be made into yarn and made into clothing.
I heard that the firm is very good. Like,
it's beautiful. So it's as warm as wool. It's breathable, but it's not itchy at all.
Okay.
And so it makes for really beautiful clothing. Yeah. We have our staff members that just love the socks. They just constantly wear them, whether it's in the spring, summer, or winter. Yeah, they're just lovely creatures.
Could you tell me what is the most important thing in food production?
In food production and in farming, what most people don't think about is the soil, actually. And so a lot of people think about animals are the most important things or the food that they eat, but really it goes further than that. It goes right down to the dirt that we're standing on right now and the soil that's going to grow all of those things. So one of the things that we did to test our soil to say, like, how are we protecting the soil? How are we making sure that it's good quality so that we're producing really good food? And so we do a test called Soil Your Undies, and we actually bury a pair of underwear. So let me show you how this works. So you get a pair of underwear, so a cotton pair of underwear just like this. It has to be cotton, it needs to be a natural fiber, and you're going to bury it into the ground right up until the elastic band. And so then what you do is you just leave it there for about 2 months, and you come back after 2 months and you want to see how much of the underwear is left. And so this year we didn't have a lot of rain, and so we weren't sure how that would affect the experiment, but as you can see, there is not much left. And so what this tells us, when you see very little of the underwear left except the stuff right at the top where it was dry, and you see this was dragged into the ground, so it shows us that there's good microbiology in our soil. We have lots of worm activity, lots of bug activity, and that's what you want in order to produce healthy living soil. That healthy living soil creates an environment for growing good food. And that food is what we give to our animals or to humans if it's vegetables, and it allows for the production of really high quality food. So never forget how important it is to protect soil, not just the animals.
Yes, I totally agree with you.
Yes.
Oh, thank you for telling us. Otherwise, we don't really know, right? It's important.
It is, and you can do this experiment at home. So you can just go get a pair of underwear, try it out in your backyard or in a vegetable garden that you're growing, and see how.
Okay, Shell, it looks so beautiful here. It's ice cream. I'm ready to try it.
Wonderful. Well, we're going to take you through all 6 of our flavors.
Yes.
So this is called an ice cream flight.
Yes.
And we're going to take it from the lightest through the darkest, kind of like you would with a beer tasting.
My first time.
Yeah, amazing.
I'm ready.
Absolutely. And so we created a lot of different flavors and a lot of different profiles to really show the diversity that goat milk can take. And so you'll see each are different. Some of the textures are different because we use real food. So your first stop is going to be a peach mango. So we use real purees, and you can grab a little spoon there. I can hold it for you. And so this one is just a nice subtle, you'll see it's not a bright hue because we don't use artificial flavoring or colors.
You have to taste it. It's so creamy.
It's nice and creamy.
Light.
Yes. This is a nice light one. It's really great for a smoothie, something, and really great for people who want just a nice entry point into it. This next one, this is one of our award winners. So this is a vanilla bean, so high quality vanilla. And then it's married with lavender, so an English lavender that's grown locally from Apple Hill Lavender Farm. So take a try and see what you think. So you're gonna have this lovely vanilla with a nice underhint of floral.
Okay, so flower, you mean?
Yes, so the lavender that you're gonna taste in there. So it's kind of like a spa for your mouth.
I like it. I've never tried this kind of ice cream before.
Yes.
It's amazing.
It is, and you know, some of them you can actually taste some of the sort of goat profile. So for the ones that are more acidic, so this one is what's called a lemon cream, and so you're gonna have real lemon juice in here, and it's gonna bring out the goat milk profile. So it's gonna taste a bit like a lemon cheesecake. So try this one out and see what you think. This I call your sort of palate cleanse in between.
Oh, okay.
Because it's a lemon.
Okay.
See what you think.
Wow, it's good. It's sour, but not too sour. It's sweetly sour.
Yeah, it's got a fresh pop of sour, which is that nice lemon juice. But then it's got the nice creamy base, so it's a nice kind of smooth, really great for making drinks with.
Yeah.
Really great on a meringue as well.
Can you put it in a wine or something like a cocktail?
Yes, you can. So this one's really good with limoncello.
Okay.
Or made into a cocktail. We've also done a cocktail with the peach mango as
Wow.
well.
Yeah.
So this one is one of our more unique ones. And so this is called Coffee and Craft Brew. It's a coffee-infused craft porter beer that's made for us by Upper Thames Brewing Company in Woodstock. And so you're going to taste the coffee, you're going to taste a bit of a caramel profile, and you're going to taste the beer. Depending on, the order will depend on where you put it on your tongue. Not everybody's a beer lover, so this is...
I like it. It's getting intense. I feel the flavor is getting intense.
Yeah.
It's good. I also feel a little chocolate.
Yeah, so that's that sort of caramelly chocolate. Because porter is a really strong beer, and when you marry coffee into it, you get these interesting notes that come underneath. So it's interesting to see where people put it on their tongue and what profile they taste.
Cool.
You know, it's very much like beer tasting and wine tasting.
Yeah.
You know, it can be very sophisticated. It doesn't have to be for children's birthday parties. This can be something on its own. It doesn't have to be an accompaniment to cake.
Okay.
Right? It can be something that you can just enjoy, and you don't have to have a lot of it. So this is made, it's more dense, and because it's made with real food products, you don't need a lot of it to feel satisfied. So this one's gonna have a different texture to it, and that's because it's spiced pumpkin, and it's made with real pumpkin, real spices, real honey grown here in Ontario. So try that out. And because it's real pumpkin, as you know, is more fibrous. And so it's very hard to get pumpkin pureed into something very fine.
It's so smooth. It reminds about pumpkin soup.
Yes. Yeah, and most people say like it's like pumpkin pie without a crust.
Yes, yes.
Frozen pumpkin pie.
So familiar, the taste.
Yes, yeah.
And it's ice cream form. It's my first time to try it. It's
fantastic.
Yeah, fantastic, yeah.
And it's flavorful. It's so much healthier for you as well because it's made with real food. Now, this one is our big, decadent, dark, rich. This is the nice treat. And so this is a VQA Merlot wine. It's from Beamsville, Ontario. It's from Legends Estate Winery. And then it's married into 74% dark chocolate and Dutch cocoa. So the wine will actually take the bitterness out of the chocolate for people who don't like dark chocolate. And it gives it this cherry type profile. So see what you think and what you taste on your tongue. This is also one of our award winners.
It's so intense. It's so creamy. The flavor so thick.
Yeah, it's thick and rich. It's like a mousse. So as it melts, it's almost like a mousse.
Yeah.
And so we won the Grand Prix of New Products in Canada, which is the little trophy that's over on the other. And we also won for a Judge's Choice Award at the Royal Winter Fair, and a second place ribbon there, and a staff ribbon. So we've been really fortunate to be able to get this out in front of foodies and chefs and food scientists to get them tasting it as well.
Cool. You must be proud of yourself. Everybody should try it. It's so good, so flavorful, delicious.
Thank you.
It's amazing. I'm so impressed. I've never tried goat milk ice cream. It's my first time. I'm into it.
Wonderful. I'm
Thank
so
you
glad
so
you
much.
enjoyed it.
Yeah, I do. So what would you like to say to your future clients or visitors? What would you like to say to them?
I think there's two things. For the ice cream, it's don't be afraid to try it. And whether that's our ice cream or trying other new local foods and really supporting our local food systems and local producers, it's so important for us to do that. And I would say on the farm, I mean, get in touch with us. We love to talk to people. We love to have visitors book an experience with us and, you know, get a little bit closer to nature, get a little bit of your own sort of wellness by being around the farm. But also you get a chance to learn some things, which is really lovely to be able to do. So you can have a little fun, you can have a little learning, you can have a little sort of well-being moment.
Yeah, I agree with you. It's a nice place to visit, and it's a good place to taste good food, right? So yeah, I highly recommend people come to visit here. Okay, thank you for being our guest today.
Yes.
We are here because life tastes good. We'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye-bye.